I'm on the hunt for the new elusive dynamic peak pay on DoorDash, which is a per delivery bonus, yes. It's peak pay, yes. But unlike your regular scheduled peak pay, it is unscheduled and it can end at any time. So I'm online with DoorDash with like basically no peak pay. It says 50-cent peak pay. We'll see if they actually give it to me because we've been seeing 50-cent peak pay, but like no actual time deadlines on it. So what actually prompts this peak pay? Is it actually when it's busy in a marketplace like your regular peak pay? Is it when there's not enough dashers? Is it like, I don't know. Comment down below if you have this dynamic peak pay. And so far, by the way, this is new, just about 2 months ago, this dynamic peak pay. It's only been $1 too. So we'll see if we get any dynamic peak pay, nothing yet. And it is a Wednesday afternoon. So we'll see how much money we can make. So I took one, I didn't screenshot it. It's a place up here, I think it's like a sub place, $5.50. I know what you're thinking, it's not a lot of payout, like minimum. I like it to get $7 here, but it's 0.6 miles, 0.7 miles. You know, again, not ideal, but it's not delivering to like a hospital or anything. It looks pretty straightforward, so there's number one. So if you're someone who really doesn't like wasting, you heard it, Grubhub, hold on. If you don't like wasting a lot of time, okay, that's like $10 for 10 miles, basically. That's not worth it. So, and the reason I just went online with Grubhub is because typically here in Pittsburgh, we don't get a ton of Grubhub, so I can let it, you know, sit online for a little bit as I'm finishing this delivery. Anyway, if you're someone who doesn't like to waste like any time, that last delivery at that pizza spot wasted like 3 minutes. Number one, I thought I had to reposition for parking, like, you know, go somewhere else to park. Nah, the place that I was waiting at, there was another Grubhub, was good enough. I could have just walked there basically. $6, 6 miles in Grubhub, not worth it. So I wasted time circling back around, parking, and then this restaurant was at a spot that there was like no parking, okay? There's construction, no stopping whatsoever. You can't even think about it. So then I had to park and then walk like 2 minutes each way. So I asked you, the peak pay that I saw in my marketplace is 50 cents and it's not dynamic peak pay. I just thought of something. It's not dynamic peak pay, but there's no start and end time. Kind of like dynamic peak pay, but dynamic peak pay says it's dynamic peak pay. I'm talking about the 50-cent peak pay, a lot of peak pays that I've been seeing for the past couple of days here in Pittsburgh. Obviously 50 cents, like I know, right? It's not enough. But look at the payout of this order here. So at least it's actually valid bonus pay. I did get the extra 50 cents. All right, so I'm in a power strip. I am online multi-apping again. I guess try to go online with Uber Eats too. I mean, it's been really, really low offers, but we can multi-app with that as well. Number one, can you believe it's getting warm enough that I can actually work without a hoodie on even? That's pretty crazy. Number two, I am doing a big favor for Grubhub. Look at this order that I accepted. $5 some, but I mean, here's why I took it. You know, the miles, not too bad. The destination, going down to the south side, not that bad. The Panera Bread that I'm picking up from, it's literally 2 minutes up here. So, you know, pick up destination, not bad. Now, I completely understand the argument of like, dude, don't take those because the app's gonna keep sending you those kind of orders. So if you're gonna get orders like that, I would only accept like, what, like 15% of the orders if you have to. And then if all of your orders are like that, you're just gonna have to think about like, hey, is it gonna be worth it to do this on marketplace? I mean, not really high paying orders, but easy orders. And I guess, I mean, ideally, you know, you want to have high dollar orders, high margin orders, and short runs. That's the ideal, right? But I mean, if you can get shorter runs, maybe they're not paying, you know, the minimum gross payout of $7. But if it's super easy, then you may be able to daisy chain a couple of those, because I've talked about two different strategies. It's either low volume, high paying orders, or high volume, like doing more orders and then, you know, maybe a little bit lower paying offers. So I'm back online. I'm a little bit out of my center zone on DoorDash, which is kind of a pain, but I can just jump across the bridge there. But Grubhub has been sending me stuff. Again, albeit I'd like a little bit higher margin, but let's see what we can get. Oh, and by the way, remember, we're still hunting for that new dynamic peak pay on DoorDash. So let's see if they offer any of that. So what I've always done is if I'm in an area that is not particularly busy, I'll wait there for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm in the south side. Again, I normally prefer to drive in Oakland or Shady Side, like the center part of my city. I'll just go somewhere else. Now, right now, I think I might go home because I got something in the works for you. You're gonna wanna subscribe. Oh, by the way, let me say this. I recently did a shift on Deliver That, my second ever delivery shift. It's a catering side hustle. So I gotta get back home to work on that, but I might drive a little bit later today, we'll see. We got a lot of shifts coming. Deliver That, catering, food delivery, Amazon Flex. Let me know down below in the comments what else you'd like to see.